Have you ever felt confused or frustrated that your child seems to be behaving one way at school and then they're completely different for you at home? The same can be true in reverse, where there's problems at school and at home they seem fine, but this is often less frequent. You might find that your child's teacher reports to you that there are no problems at all. Maybe they're joining well with class and they seem to have good peer relationships. And maybe they're full of praise for your child, yet for you, the reality couldn't be any more different. Maybe your child refuses or challenges every approach or attempt that you make to get them to join in with family life. Maybe you're seeing an outpouring of distress as soon as they get home or before bed. And maybe mornings are a battlefield that can take hours to get them ready and into school. This mismatch can make it feel difficult to pinpoint issues. It can also make it harder to explain to others because the behaviours don't look consistent in both places. Also, for parents where they feel their children have additional difficulties like neurodiversity, they can feel like they're making up issues or that they're not fully being seen. Sadly, this pattern is really common, and it often means a child is using a lot of effort to cope in one setting and then they're releasing the pressure in a place that feels safest. More importantly, it can leave parents feeling really uncertain and feeling blamed and judged and uncertain about what to do next or what's happening and why. To be really clear, the behaviours are real and your child is not faking it and you're not making it up. Many people, children included, mask emotions where they're hiding their true feelings and behaviours to fit in. And children are really conscious of this in school environment and will try and avoid anything that leaves judgment so they can appear normal. But this can lead to burnout, exhaustion, anxiety, and more importantly, quite distressing outbursts of behaviours at home. These behaviours are actually a sign of safety at home, and it's not a reflection of you as a parent. It's actually a sign of safety. Some things to remember to try and help you support your child in these moments. Behaviours are messages. Your child acting out can be extremely difficult. They're trying to communicate something to you that they often don't have words for. What can look like defiance, anger, or withdrawal is the symptom, not necessarily the root issue. The meltdowns, the refusals, the mood swings, they're not a personal attacks on you as a parent, even though they can feel like that. Often it's the brain and body's way of signaling overwhelm, fear, anxiety, and sometimes unmet needs. Can you try to respond with curiosity and to be thinking about the behaviour and what it might be trying to communicate rather than reacting with discipline? Because when we feel like we're not sure what to do and we have no control, we often raise our discipline and that can escalate things further. And we get further away from what is the behaviour communicating. Remember that for children, home is the safe place. If your child is struggling more at home, it really doesn't mean that you as a parent are doing something wrong. It means you're their emotional anchor and you're the safest person they can show this to. Your child's likely hiding things at school out of fear of judgment and consequences. And it's at home where their guard drops, which is why it's so messy, emotional, and raw because it's built up across the day and then it's released onto you. It can feel really targeted because you're their parent, but it's not because of you. And yes, it is painful and it's a sign that your child is struggling, but they're also trying to show that to you as their parent. Collaboration is really important. You can often feel left alone in this and not sure how to really convey into the wider environment of school what's really going on. It's helpful to think about what's happening at home, when it's happening, what behaviours you're seeing, how often, what sort of things are happening around transitions like going to school, arriving home, moving from eating dinner, watching TV to going to bed. All of these things that you can share back to the teachers more concretely, and also it might help you to spot patterns at home to see if there are things that you can try to help reduce any stresses on your child, but really importantly to help join the dots with the people that don't see your child when you're not at home. If there's a message that I can give you in this, is that yes, it is really hard, but you're not failing your child. It's because they trust you that you're getting to see this side of them. However, when it's taken over family life, of course, you need this to change. If something in this video resonates with you, save it, share it with another person, but more importantly, get in touch with a professional, even if it's just to have a conversation to offer you some reassurance or to know what the next steps might be to get support for you and your child.